Reality television has given audiences unforgettable moments over the years, but few shows have captured raw emotion, comedy, chaos, and heartwarming surprises the way Hell's Kitchen has. Hosted by the fiery yet brilliant chef, James Harrison, the American version of this cooking competition set in New York City has showcased some of the most jaw-dropping, once-in-a-lifetime moments that fans still talk about. This story takes you through the wildest, funniest, and most unbelievable one-in-a-million moments that unfolded right in the heart of Hell's Kitchen. From shocking accidents to moments of kindness that melted the toughest chef's heart, this collection reminds us why the show became a cultural phenomenon. The night the fire alarm stole the show. It was a typical Friday dinner service at the Hell's Kitchen restaurant in Manhattan. Two teams of aspiring chefs were locked in a heated battle to impress Chef Harrison. But just as appetizers were being sent out, a sudden beep 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 echoed through the dining room. The fire alarm went off. At first, the chefs thought it was part of the challenge. But soon, smoke from a pan fire in the red kitchen started filling the air. Guests stood up nervously, waiters rushed around, and Chef Harrison stormed in with his trademark fury. But here's where it became a one-in-a-million moment. Instead of chaos leading to disaster, one young contestant, Michael from Chicago, calmly grabbed the fire extinguisher, put out the flames in seconds, and even cracked a joke to the diners. "Dinner is flame-grilled tonight, folks." The entire dining room burst into laughter. The night went from potential catastrophe to legendary TV, and Michael instantly became a fan favorite for his cool head under fire, literally. The customer who sang for his supper. On another unforgettable night, the dining room was filled with VIP guests. One guest in particular, a Broadway performer named Daniel Parker, stood up after waiting too long for his entree. Instead of complaining, Daniel broke into a full operatic performance right there in the restaurant. The stunned chefs peeked out of the kitchen doors as Daniel's booming voice echoed through the dining hall. Even Chef Harrison, known for his temper, walked out and clapped along with the crowd. For the first and only time in Hell's Kitchen history, dinner service paused for a standing ovation. Daniel's steak arrived late, but he said it was worth the encore. A once-in-a-lifetime dinner theater performance that no one ever forgot. When the raw chicken talked back. Sometimes the funniest moments aren't scripted, they're accidents. During a high-pressure dinner service, contestant Sarah from Dallas accidentally served raw chicken to a VIP guest. Chef Harrison was furious, of course. But then came the twist. The guest, instead of complaining, picked up the raw chicken with a fork, raised it to the air, and jokingly pretended it was a puppet saying, "I wasn't ready for the pan yet." The entire dining room erupted in laughter, and even Chef Harrison cracked a smile before telling Sarah to cook it properly. That silly joke turned what could have been the worst night of Sarah's career into one of the most replayed clips in Hell's Kitchen history. A marriage proposal in the middle of dinner service. Romance isn't usually part of Hell's Kitchen, but one night it took center stage. A contestant named Kevin from Boston had been secretly planning something special. During a rare break in dinner service, he stepped out into the dining room where his girlfriend was waiting as a guest. To everyone's surprise, Kevin dropped to one knee and proposed in front of the entire restaurant. The guests gasped, the other contestants crowded around the kitchen window, and Chef Harrison looked completely stunned. When Kevin's girlfriend said yes, the whole restaurant cheered. Chef Harrison even allowed the kitchen to stop service for 5 minutes so everyone could toast the happy couple with sparkling cider. It was a one-in-a-million moment where the heat of competition gave way to pure joy and love. When the power went out. New York is famous for its sudden blackouts, and one night Hell's Kitchen experienced it firsthand. The lights flickered, the ovens shut down, and the kitchen was plunged into darkness. But instead of giving up, the contestants got creative. Using backup gas stoves, flashlights, and even cell phone lights, they continued to cook. The diners lit their tables with candles, turning the restaurant into a cozy, romantic space. The food wasn't perfect, but the atmosphere was magical. Chef Harrison praised the contestants for adapting under extreme pressure, calling it the most unique dinner service in Hell's Kitchen history. A power outage turned disaster into a memory no one could have scripted. The Kid Food Critic. One of the wildest surprises came when a young guest critic, 12-year-old Emily from Brooklyn, was invited to dine at the restaurant. While most kids her age might have just enjoyed the free food, Emily shocked everyone with her professional-level food critique. She described the seasoning on the steak as lacking depth, called the risotto undercooked, and even told Chef Harrison, "You'd be proud of me, I would have sent this back." Instead of being offended, Chef Harrison knelt down, shook her hand, and told her she had a future as a food critic. That single moment made Emily a viral sensation, and she later appeared on morning talk shows. Truly a one-in-a-million moment where a child outshined even the toughest critics. The contestant who fell asleep. During one brutal season, the contestants were so exhausted from endless prep and challenges that one of them, Jason from Seattle, literally fell asleep while stirring risotto. His teammates didn't notice until Chef Harrison stormed over and shouted, "Wake up, Sleeping Beauty!" The audience couldn't believe what they were seeing. Jason snapped awake, apologized, and somehow managed to finish the dish without ruining it. Fans still laugh about that clip, and Jason became known as the contestant who cooked in his sleep. When Chef Harrison showed his soft side. Though he's famous for yelling, Chef Harrison has also shown kindness in ways that stunned fans. One unforgettable night, contestant Laura from Miami broke down in tears because she missed her family. Instead of yelling at her, Chef Harrison quietly pulled her aside and said, "You're stronger than you think. Keep going." It was a rare and heartwarming moment that showed viewers the human side of the fiery chef. Fans still talk about it as proof that beneath the tough exterior, Chef Harrison cared deeply for his contestants. The plate that shattered the silence. Sometimes mistakes create unforgettable moments. During an intense dinner service, a contestant dropped a tray of plates in the middle of the dining room. The loud crash silenced the entire restaurant. Before Chef Harrison could explode, a diner clapped. Then another. Soon, the whole restaurant was giving a standing ovation as if it had been a planned performance. The embarrassed contestant bowed like a performer on stage, and the tension melted into laughter. That accident turned into one of the most replayed clips of the season. Conclusion. Why we love these one-in-a-million moments. Hell's Kitchen isn't just about cooking. It's about the unpredictable, unscripted chaos that happens when passionate people chase their dreams in the pressure cooker of competition.